they're not often worried, but now coming through, we have the match, the best of 7, the first one of the day. Alke versus TripleJawa. It's almost Alke off the bat getting the goal, but it'll be nothing just yet.
No, nothing gained just yet as we're just hopping on into this match. Super aggression coming on out from Alke, but I mean, has to be expected, right? They're always trying to get up in your grill, really limit your options. That's how this team plays. It's just naturally aggressive. The defense isn't so much their favorite thing to do. You know, defending's less exciting than attacking, so they can just force themselves into their opponent's half because they're quicker players. They're mechanical gods, to be honest. And that's not a bad way to look at it, boy, because the lads are so confident in their capabilities and they've got confidence in each other to make those hits, and that's what really speeds up their gameplay.
In comes Gone with a pass over to Wrath, and Alke have had their fair share of chances to start things off, but now coming up the other way. Can TripleJawa find something of their own? FyKo unable to find a touch on that, and it's matched to LCT of the crossbar. It'll bounce down. Alke, it could have been 1-0, but the shot not good enough. In comes FyKo once more. He'll slip it past one into the corner. Trying to find that opening a chance. They've actually had some pretty decent control over the TripleJawa side, but Alke are very quick in the midfield to send the ball back the other way and shut down any hint of pressure.
This is bewildering for me right now. Surely there should have been an Alke goal already. Or have TripleJawa done their homework? Did they go away last night? Because of course, after that Swiss bracket, they find out who they're facing the next day. So they're given 8 hours, maybe, you know, give them a bit of rest, 4 hours to practice, scrim, come together with a plan. They somehow figured it, or is Alke just a little bit slow here in game one? Good bump onto Machu, opens the door, but LCT gets it away.
Well, this is a very, very close game one at the moment. About half the game gone by, we remain at 0-0. TripleJawa have been mainly on the defensive side, but they've been dealing with it very, very well so far. Their clears have been solid, their saves have been great. Pushing that ball upfield, they're trying to break through to the attack. It's the midfield, which is the biggest roadblock at the moment. Alke's midfield kind of possession and control is just so dominant on the pitch. They need to find a way to break through it, making those passes upfield, pushing away. In comes FyKo, bringing it round off the side. Not enough just yet. 2 minutes on the clock now, and it remains 0-0.
Raph, locked out by Balleries. LCT on the charge. Not going to be able to get a second touch. The ball is out across towards mid. Maxu keeping it in contention. LCT not able to get the touch, but Balleries falls back, retreats just in time. And it's this clutch, very quick retreats from Alke, which means they can be all three players upfield, but then also have the time to send whoever's furthest back out the trio back into defense. And like I said, clutch it on up with a one-man save. They're always throwing it down into the corners. So TripleJawa, if they get the chance, they need to swamp their opponents and just gain as much ground as possible. Put one little pass into center and hope that that one-man back is not going to be enough to stop them on out. 1 minute 30 left on the clock, still 0-0 here.
I don't want to call it yet, but could we have a 0-0 overtime potentially? In come Balleries to try and change that fate. LCT seen Machu center. A big save by Gone. LCT will try and continue looking for a pass to anyone. He goes to the sidewall himself, gets the boost over Fisio. The ball falls back. Balleries over to Machu. That's on net, and it will be a goal. Alke finally find the first. 4 minutes of gameplay later, and 1-0.
Perhaps normality restored here, but Machu, gotta say, he has got so lucky right there. He clearly rubbed the lamp and the genie's wish granted, but he's got 2 more perhaps for this series all weekend. As that relied upon Raptuang hitting it back in, the post was not favouring him there, boy.
The ball gets cleared upfield by Gone. They are hunting for this equalising goal. Fisio sends it high off the ceiling, trying to go to the distance, but Balleries and net should be easily able to find that save. They are cutting it close in the back line for Alke. But TripleJawa unable to break through just yet. It's looking like it could be a 1-0 ending. Here's Fisio. And then break that one through. It's Machu off to the side once more. Gone ready for it. He sees Raptuang in the middle. And making that pass over, it gets bumped out of the way. Sniped by LCT. To the back it will go where Machu awaits. and TripleJawa trying to fight through for one last attack. It did not work out, and the defense wide open because of it.
I look away from one moment to see a message in Discord, and moments like this are purely because TripleJawa knew the deal, knew that time was running out and had to full send it into attack. It was a good idea, but you always run a risk. This right now, good pickup. Raf could, if he just gets this back in contention, the bumps on Maxu were great, the demo as well, but he needed a hand to go and dislodge LCT. Final 10 seconds. It's going to take a Christmas miracle right now to find 2 goals. With time slipping away, that's now impossible. 0 on the clock. It's all a formality to finish it out, but boy, I've got to say, TripleJawa have impressed me. One slip up and, well, one bit of good luck for Alke, and that's the loss. TripleJawa have got super close here.
Yeah, and it was their defense where things really went well. They didn't even get that many saves, only 3 in total, but they were disallowing so many shots to come out. There were 7 from Alke, but there could have been so many more. They were in the offensive path for so long, but they were not getting the shots off because TripleJawa's defense was so strong. And if they can head into game 2 and continue that kind of defensive prowess and try and push through that midfield and get attacks going themselves, it could be a bit more dangerous for Alke, and they'll need to try and be a bit more careful overall on the pitch.
So, with it being a best of 7 as well, TripleJawa have a lot of time to make comebacks. They've got a lot of time to be able to assess what's going on and come up with those adjustments, but right now, I would say they don't really have to adjust much. Being 50-50 and against an opponent like Alke is not a bad thing. You've just got to wait for those opportunities. Playing a more solid game, I think, is TripleJawa's plan here, and it could possibly be a game-winning plan. It just comes down to those chances. Alke is so quick to recover that all I could possibly add is maybe a demo or 2, but that might throw some of the TripleJawa players out of rotation. So you're in an impossible to predict scenario right here, boy.
Things are so hard for TripleJawa, but they've got to try and figure something out. Game number 2 of this best of 7 series, and Alke starting off strong here, and it might result in a goal. Polarizo sending it out to the side after the gone save. Raftoang tries, but Maxu will intercept off the ceiling. He will go now. Fiti will find the save, but Alke have really came out of the woodwork for game number 2's beginning. They are looking for this early goal. They don't want to have to wait 4 minutes like game number 1. They want the lead as soon as humanly possible.
And good control there from LCT. Bought his teammates so much time by throwing it into the backboard there, keeping it under his control. Boy, seconds already gone by. You can see Alke, again with this charge, but not getting close enough to the net. TripleJawa was still focusing entirely on that defense, finally getting a charge come on through. LCT being given the ball for a moment, and Gon wanted to punish him for it, but not going to get close enough. Ficio off to the corner. Gon is there, but Ballery's not giving him the time of the day.
Like saved there by Raf. He pushes that one upfield. Maxu round at the corner once more, saved by Ficio. To the corner will go. Ballery rises in. Big clear upfield. Ficio will receive to the back corner. TripleJawa cannot maintain control at the moment. That's their biggest issue. Ficio will try and get the pass to Raftoang, but LCT is just closer and faster to the ball. The ball's back to Gon. He's got to be careful. LCT is coming in. That's not the best of touches. It's a teammate to bail him out. It's Ballery with a pass down to LCT. Ficio will find the save, but Maxu to continue. TripleJawa need this ball away. It's in centre and dangerous. Gon, a good save, but the attack persists and the clear yet to be found.
Alke picking up on a lot more 50-50s, getting physical, getting right in the grill. No longer just the throws from midfield, they're looking to charge right on into the box. Try and just get a bit of a ball slip, linger in the center and finish it off right there. Could that be them getting a little bit desperate, getting perhaps even a little bit frustrated? Ficio going for the flick, he's got too high, but he lays it off for Gon, and he is going to get the opening goal for TripleJawa.
Well, we already now know that Alke will not have the perfect sweep playoffs that they had for last regional. Game number 2 and TripleJawa find the lead off a really good play as well. The flip reset by Ficio, and And the finish off there by Gone as the ball falls. It's LCT to send it high. Looking for the equaliser straight off the kickoff. Gone to clear up field. The ball reads into Matchu, and that might be an equaliser, but Gone, Physio, and Raf Doang all diving by in net, making the save. And as the ball comes centred, it could become number 2 if Alke are not careful.
It's a tense moment. Good demo coming on out there. Maurice on his own. Easy block out for Fisio. But LCT with the follow through. Shadowing from behind. Just waits patiently. And then strikes.
And that simple wait is what gets Alke the goal back. It was a short-lived lead for TripleJawa. One apiece now. 2 minutes, 17 seconds on the clock. And it'll be TripleJawa off the kickoff. No boost for Fisio. He'll get the shot on target, but it will be easily saved. Gon will try and push one through, but it's LCT with the boost in the ball. Ball Reese over to Matchu. It's a good pass, but a bit too heavy. Matchu not ready for it. To the corner, he'll come once more. 2 minutes now, and TripleJawa have the difficult task once again of pushing through this at midfield control. Trying to get the attack going is the hardest part for them. When they get onto the attack, they are very, very strong at shooting. But Alke, they're very good at disallowing those opportunities.
It's all that sort of solo control. Every single player on Alke is, as I said earlier, a mechanical god. Just being able to do this and do it so effectively, right there, that was never meant to be a shot on target. I know a lot of people are like, yeah, why are they so... Everything doesn't need to be a goal, guys. It's all about control and building up. Competitive Rocket League is all about control and stacking the deck in your favor. Percentages, statistics really come on out, and that's more of a coach and analyst's job to look at. Here, Alke always think when they've got a tough opponent, because this is Alke fully respecting TripleJawa, that okay, we use our mechanics in a more effective way because we know we can't just shoot at net willy-nilly and we'll get 7 goals in this game. They are fully respecting TripleJawa and realize that this team is turned up to win.
In comes Matthew, and off the post it will be sent. An incredibly close one there for Alke, but as you mentioned, TripleJawa being respected, and I think for very, very good reason. In comes Gon, he's got the boost to find the pass. Raf Doang is up for it, ball, Reese gets stomped on, he'll miss the ball, and in comes Fisio. 34 seconds, and Alke drop another 2-1 TripleJawa.
What a layup, but what a mistake from Matchu, and LCT colliding right there. Not able to get back in time. That one-man defense. Oh, it's a fragile thing. When it works, we call it clutch. When it doesn't, it's a mistake.
Corner. VCO trying to stall for time. They have to avoid a goal going by for 20 more seconds, and they will take game number 2. Gone up off the backboard, in comes LCT. VCO inches away, but it was not enough, and TripleJawa cannot get let off that easily.
Almost feels unfair, doesn't it, boy? As soon as TripleJawa think, okay, we've got this, we just got to hold on for, what was it, 20-something seconds? Alke strike back to tie things up. Gone with the shot!
Oh!
He's done it! TripleJawa back in the lead!
Well, they make up for the previous mistakes with a kick-off goal, and it's Gone barreling through. LCT cannot make it back in time. TripleJawa have a lead once again. This time, surely they can hold on. They've got 16 seconds to survive, and if they can, we will have a tied-up series, Bacon.
The fort is tantalizing, but there's still time on the clock, and LCT, well, he knows what to do.
Okay, just give them a game. They will not go down without a hard-fought fight. And now with 7 seconds left, we are tied once again. An absolute goal fest for the final 20 seconds of the kickoff. Will it go neutral? Will we have an OT? Or will it be LCT on the ceiling to ball a read? It's a goal on 0 seconds. And Alke take game number 2. And I do not know how.
We've all just been played, boy. We all thought TripleJawa could have come out on top, but Alke, they are just bullies right now. It feels just unbelievable in so many different aspects. We got a 7-goal game, and they all came within what, the last minute and a bit, really. The first one there, opening it up.
I'm so confused. So much just happened there. You can see it was 1-1 at the 2:17 mark. And then with, what was it, 35 seconds left, TripleJawa, they got their second. And then we ended, what, 4-3 by the end of it?
Well,
What
we're seeing the
happened here?
clock tick down here. There you go. 19 seconds to go. In those last 19 seconds, we had a ludicrous number of goals, like 3 extra goals. It really goes to show it's not over until the ball touches the ground and it's confirmed. That's the beauty of Rocket League is, you know, simply rule 1 that if the ball's up in the air, the game is still going. You do not let it touch the ground because anything can happen. I know this was pretty much dead on the 0-second mark, but that's why you've got to have the full respect of your opponents, knowing that they can turn it around at any given moment. And kickoff goals, like we saw there, can be done in 3 seconds. When you've got 19 left, it's not safe.
Not safe is, I think, the lightest way to put it. That was devastating there for TripleJawa, but extraordinarily impressive from Alke. I don't know how they done that. First they make the comeback twice. Then, after making the comeback, we think we're set for overtime. It's an incredible shot, pass off the ceiling, down on 0 seconds to the top corner by Alke. We had a little bit of doubts in that game, thinking maybe they'll drop one. I'm sorry, Alke, I won't question you again. My bad, my bad.
Look, I questioned Alke yesterday, thinking they had the sub, and that TripleJawa was going to be able to do it, and then they brought back the main man Bulleries onto the roster, and I think that was purely just to spite me. That might be my ego talking, and, you know, Bulleries just had other stuff, couldn't make it. But today, it feels like they've hit us with it. Like, they're purely doing it to annoy everyone at home. But at the same time, it's just that final minute of madness that you get in every single game of Rocket League, where when you think you've got that comfortable hold, TripleJawa can start going, okay, we just got to play defensively now. We don't need to let up a goal. And because of that, they're not really aggressive into their opponent's half. They're giving ground on over. We don't really see teams that can handle that. There's very few, but I'm looking towards, you know, vitality of old, where they're quite happy to just pass our defense. People figure them out. People are able to then beat that, and you got to move on to the next strat. You've got to be continuously changing in Rocket League. You have to be the ball. You have to keep on moving.
There's a lot to be done, and as we head for game number 3, I am very worried for TripleJawa now. That loss is a tough loss, and to have that game literally snatched away from them at the final possible second is devastating. We should have a tie series right now, but Alke just deny every chance of hope that TripleJawa have. Now for game number 3, they're going to try and claw their way back at it, but it's going to be an incredibly hard ask coming off of a loss of such stature.
So game 3 underway. Alke somehow 2-0 in the lead, denied an opening goal right there, but the attacks keep on coming on through. Fisho into the corner, he's got a little bit of time, but you can't beat LCT so fast, and Bulleries so quick to follow up on that one.
More so what we were expecting from Bulleries. 23 seconds in, and then it'll be him falling through, just beating out Raftuang for the ball. And 1-0 start for Alke for game number 3. They're not going to allow TripleJawa to have a lead this time. They're not giving them any hope this time around. 1-0 start, but can TripleJawa find one back for the equaliser?
I will say that's the scary part. Alke, if they can just hit that next level, if they can crank the dial up to 11, that will be scary for TripleJawa. Right now, Alke, like I said earlier, playing with full respect, but any little opening, any opportunity they see, they'll go for. To shot put on. That is unfair.
Oh, I wish that went in. I wish that went in. What a shot it was. And now the other way. Fisio, no. Oh, he just barely misses it. And Alke get a second. After heartbreak to more heartbreak. 2-0 now to Alke. It's a ghost-hitted well. Oh.
Real bra moments right now of what would have been an insane goal. The equalizer to everyone caught off guard. TripleJawa still heads in hands. Not even going to be able to get that finish up. You can see Gondo coming in closer. TripleJawa know what they need to do. They've got to be playing so much quicker by getting closer to each other. But any little slip up, and it is dangerous because that ball hurls past one man. They're leaving one man back in defense. Against the powerhouse that is Alke, one-man defense just is not going to cut it, and they're running that risk.
They try to find the opening, but the respawn for Bollery at the correct side. That's going to be a goal from Matthew. The T dives by. TripleJawa potentially losing their mojo in this series. They have been bewildered, and I do not blame them. 3-0 now for Alke. And they, with only 90 seconds gone by, are having a dominant possession.
They are, but as we said earlier, it's not over until that 0-second. LCT, oh, they're looking to hold this lead. That's what I love about Alke in so many ways. Whilst they're this insane team, they fully respect their opponents. To leave LCT on the goal line like that, because, boy, you know it as well, so many teams just go grab boost. No one actually covers net on those kickoffs. So to stay back like that, just covering the bases, it wasn't particularly a fake, it was just a bad kickoff. And they worked it in their favor.
Oh, this is just Alke's game, I guess. 4-0, 3 minutes still to go by. TripleJawa will need to do something incredible to find another 4 goals themselves. Whereas Alke, they just after having the most intense game 2 they could possibly have, are just chilling now, scoring some goals. The Alke way.
I mean, if you're TripleJawa in this case, boy, what do you do? Because 4-0 is damning. I know we still got half the game, so I'm not calling it just yet. But you've got to make those changes on the fly now, and I guess there's a little bit less pressure because Alke are going to be overconfident for the rest of this. They're not going to probably give it 100%. You can see Bullery's twirly, take it into the corner, not exactly going for net. They're just quite confident in themselves. So TripleJawa here could stage a comeback, but they've got build up, good structure to their build-ups.
Ryan comes facing out to try and find a pop goal, but easily going to be saved by Matthew. He sits on by in net. I think if you're TripleJawa, I would say you look over to game number 4 and try and find something there, but if you're looking over in that direction, you're going to notice that if you lose this game, you need to reverse sweep the series. And we had our 18th ever best of 7 reverse sweep on Thursday. 18 ever. So if they were to do that against Alke, it would be both monumental in terms of upset and an actual history as a whole. So I don't actually know where to look at TripleJawa. I guess you try for the reverse sweep and hope for the best, but Alke are just absolute destruction path at the moment.
And goals like that are just, I don't want to say freebies or gimmies, but TripleJawa threw everyone up into attack. They were trying something, and it didn't work. Alke then easily got a runaway. But what you need to look at is TripleJawa are trying right now. They're coming up with plans. They're trying strategies. They've got 1 minute 30 of training time. That's how they look at this. They're not like, this is 1 minute 30. We're in a competitive game. We can't forfeit. We just got to run out of clock. No, they're going, okay, we just got the full reverse sweep right now. Let's try X, Y, Z. Okay, that didn't work. We'll go to plan B. That doesn't work. We'll bring out the insane 200 IQ plays. That doesn't work. Well,
yeah, what's going to work? That's the
going to work? That's it. But they're going through so many different plans and just seeing what sticks right now.
Well, it's 6 over minute 10 on the clock. This game will be going in Alke's favour, and as you mentioned, and as we kind of alluded to, TripleJawa want to win this series against all odds. They will have to best of 7 reverse sweep Alke. And Alke, they wouldn't even drop game 2 when it was almost destined for them to do so. So, for TripleJawa to come up with 6-0, maybe even 7-0, there we go, loss against Alke in game number 3 and win game 4 seems like an impossible task.
And that's the thing right now. This is going to be such a flattering goal line for Alke. Because like I said, with TripleJawa, they're trying new stuff. They're not comfortable with what they're doing. So if it doesn't work, they'll get scored on. That's the best indicator of yeah, that did not work, and they know to move on to the next thing. You can see here, looking to go for blocks from the midfield, bring it out wide. Nice little push-up. That back pass is nice from LCT. Maxu, Bulleries, and LCT
why
are
have they
still
done that?
giving
That
such
was so
good respect. Oh.
I wish that went in from Alke. That was actually a beautiful passing. It will not be a goal. We do have a potential Brazil on our hand. Will TripleJawa find the goal to get to Brazil? Or will Alke hold out to make the goal difference look even better, pad the stats, and match you up the ceiling? Oh, he goes for it. They're just freestyling now. That's open. Is it to Brazil? It's a Brazil. There we go. Game number 3, and it's a Brazil for Alke.
I was going to say, Alke don't want to give a Brazil here. They just want to go for the 8th and, you know, hit those highlight plays. But because they send everyone upfield to work off that play, like, if that dunk came on through from Hyde, that would have been insane. But, yeah, I guess we get Brazil unless we get an 8. Hello?
Oh, maybe.
Oh, no.
Well, what else do we say about that one? It was an absolute destruction from Alke, 7-1, and even the goals spread out very, very evenly between them all. TripleJawa found one. It's not a goal that particularly matters. It was a Brazil. It was a goal at the very end. It was a bad game for TripleJawa. Now they have to try and fight through all of that heartbreak in this series and somehow reverse sweep Alke. I don't have that much hope in them.
And you gotta look at it as well. You just get games like this across the board. It's not a rare thing at all. You just get that one game in a series where it slips away. And like I said, TripleJawa then went into trainer mode. I mean, you look last night, you had, what was it, Phase 6-0 against RBG. I want to say I remember, I'm trying to think off the top of my head, Exet versus Rogue. That's a very close series when you think of it, but they 6-1, right, boyo? So you get really wide open games purely because a team has just found the working factor and the other team doesn't have that answer in the moment. The best thing right now for TripleJawa is that it's not over. Sure, they've got to do 4 games on the trot. Sure, that is massive. But if they can get 1, they can get 2, and they've got to start something. You cannot count yourself out.
And of course, Alke as well have a new kind of trick up their sleeve after their regional 1 win. They have brought in a coach of their own in OSM. So they're just getting even more countries involved in the Alke roster. We've got, well, Singapore, Indonesia, Ezos from Brunei, Maxu's Irish, OSM, Icelandic. We're going for every region and every country possible, I think, for this team.
Why not? Like, a real hodgepodge. I like it. And I mean, in OSM coming in was teaching them how to 1v1 better? Like, oof. I think they're already good enough at that, right?
I think if OSM's coming in and being able to teach, if he's able to teach them more stuff, that's terrifying in itself, because he's an excellent player and I will presume an excellent coach if Alke had to go through the effort of picking him up for it. And evidently for this series it's been working out pretty well. They were able to come back after that game 2. I can't get over that game number 2, but now we're in game number 4 where TripleJawa need to reverse sweep. But even I think they just want to win a game. They deserve to win a game this series, but will they be granted that game?
At the end of the day, if you deserve to win a game though, boy, you got a game. If you finish 4-0, you didn't deserve a game. That's the harsh reality of it. It's the same factor of like, seed and sure helped you on your run, but if you were the team that was the best in the region on that weekend, you were the team that won that weekend. There is no ifs or buts about it. So coming on into this, first minute gone by, and still Alke not close to getting a goal. Fisher bringing out the Batmobile as well, so perhaps a little bit of change up in plan from TripleJawa.
Full car change up in the Batmobile, but will it give the lucrative results that he would be particularly hoping for? In comes it gone to the centre. Fisher will receive. Missing the ball there, throws it away to Maxu. Rafterwan, last man back, has to avoid the bump and make the save. He'll get the first part done, but the save not found. LCT shot will go wide though, so TripleJawa remaining 0-0. Okay, they're on the attack. We see them score 7 last game, and here's number 1.
Yeah, that was painful right there. The lads of TripleJawa just could not get the ball away. That pass, threading the needle, is so good from Ballery straight to LCT, who's so quick because TripleJawa so boost starved. Simple finish. Doesn't have to be anything fancy as long as you dismantle the defense.
The ball rises high. TripleJawa trying to find anything that they can. It's VCU upfield, looks for a bump on Maxu, but he's not there in time. He was low on boost and he couldn't push upfield. FCT and Maxu just going together. You can't separate the duo, apparently they'll attack you one at a time, but both on the ball, pushing that upfield, a dangerous force. Then comes Maxu again off the ceiling. He'll go past one, he's got the reset, but he cannot get the follow-up. VCU beaten by LCT, the ball falls to Ballery, back to Maxu as well. They're just juggling that one upfield. It's Raftoang. To the back wall, LCT the save, but the back pass to VCU now. I get it past LCT, not enough. The ball rises high again. In the centre it will go, and it's Maxu, a pop shot to the backboard. LCT tries to receive, miss it out, but in comes Ballery and it's 2-0.
Is this the beginning of the end for TripleJawa? You can see these slight little mistakes coming on out, and I don't know if it's fatigue or morale dropping, boy, but this isn't the same team we saw back in game 1, 2. That game 3 hit them hard, didn't it?
Yeah, that game 3 hit them hard. I think game 2 was particularly the hard hitter. Like, it's rough to come back from that. VCU will get a goal right there.
Okay.
Some incredible touches coming out from the Alke defense in particular. Very fortunate there that LCT ball just bumps right into his car. One goal on it now, there is still time for the comeback, but we are mentioning the morale being down low, and I do not blame them. But they have to try and figure that out, because if they want to be a successful team in the APAC South region, they are going to face heartbreak and they need to be able to bounce back from it.
And a goal like that really helps you bounce back. It does show that Alke do believe that it's not that 0 second, no one's home. VCU had to work for that. The double commit though. The guys crumbling from the pressure. That's a nice little idea to lay it off. The demo comes through to save them. LCT with a pop past 120 in the tank, still left looking to hunt downfield. Over towards Fisher. Good pop up in the air, but they need a man onto that a bit quicker, and hence why Maxu's able to push forward and Alke still control the midfield.
In centre. Not enough just yet as the ball falls through. It's VCU. Upfield caught by LCT. Raftoang to the back corner, they are hunting still for this goal. Maxu will get it past, and VCU unable to get the clear off. LCT will be narrowly missing out in that touch. A minute approaching on the clock, and is that ball on target? Is that going in? It will not be on target, but VCU makes up for it. We have a tied game.
What we want to see, massive launch downfield. No one's home from Alke, so TripleJawa going to punish them for it. It's a full house up on the board. Not much time left in it. TripleJawa, 1 goal hold. That hasn't worked in the past. They need to get 2 here to give themselves at least an idea of safety. But Alke have got other plans.
Every single time TripleJawa gets somewhat close, Alke just score another one, and the lead comes back. A minute on the clock, and 3-2 the scoreline.
Again, it almost seems unfair, but TripleJawa are being pushed to the limit. You learn more in defeat than you do in victory. If this team is going to evolve, they've got to go through a trial by fire, walk over the coals, and defeat the best. 1 goal, send us to OT. That's what we want, Fisher.
That is what we want indeed. 1 step closer, but they still do not have a lead. A tied game for game 4, 43 seconds. A very familiar space to be in, Bacon, and maybe a bit of stress on the TripleJawa side, because 43 seconds, 3 apiece. Can they find a lead, or will Alke once again ruin the hopes and dreams of this new up-and-coming squad?
No one wants to see a 4-0, unless, of course, you're an Alke fanboy. Right now, TripleJawa just get 1. They do bleed. We've seen it before. Teams have taken games off them. Yesterday, there is the asterisk behind the series taken off them by disconnected. but game at least. That is the goal right now for TripleJawa. From there, the goal will be 2-3 series. They can't allow that to roll away. They need this to be played safe. They need to go to OT right now. LCT into the corner. They're trying to get it to floor, and they do. OT in game 4.
Game number 4. OT we get for the first time today. We were denied it in game 2 with a 0-second winner from Alke. This time around though, can TripleJawa take a game? The ball falls over to Fisio where he sends that one to the backboard. Machu rises high. Of course, TripleJawa, if they drop this game, they will be eliminated from the tournament in top 8 for the second time in a row. Pushing that ball upfield, it will not find its way just yet. Over to Fisio now. He'll send it high. Going the distance off to the backboard. Machu to the ceiling now, looks for the clear. Rafto Wang denies the opportunity. Alke in their back line, but can they break through? It's gone round the corner. Looks at the bump on LCT. Not going to be found, but Machu falling past. It's a big miss from Rafto Wang. There's chances developing for Alke. TripleJawa have got to be careful on this back line.
They do. They're trying to break out of their own half, but they can only just throw it a little bit down. That's a great pickup by Rafto Wang. He's got towards middle, but where's the follow-up? No one coming on through, and Machu can get it to the corner, pop up over one, launch downfield. Fisher, the last man back, launching it in the air. He's got tons of boost. He follows through, but LCT so quick to climb the ladder, finds Machu, and Alke is stalling in the mid once again.
Up high, the ball will rise to the ceiling. A minute 30 of OT played as LCT off to his own corner. Challenge rail by Fisio, the ball comes in at centre. Rafto Wang can't find it. Gone gets them, and that should be a goal for LCT. But out of nowhere, in comes Fisio. Getting the save there, ball Reese past one. Rafto Wang in it. They clear upfield. TripleJawa doing everything they can for survival, but they are yet to find the goal in OT. They are still hunting.
Fisher needs to get away, and he will get to the corner, but no one's there. So the attacks will keep on coming through from Alke. Blocked out by Rafto Wang. Gone, he's got 40 in tank, but LCT is just so much quicker. Still got stuff remaining, but Fisher denies. Ballery's back to mid for Machu, blocked on out. We're going to see LCT put the shot, but Fisher has been everything. A brick wall in defense for TripleJawa.
That's a good pass. LCT to Machu. Rafto Wang diving through for the save. Half a game now for the OT to be played. It's LCT to go the distance, but saved by Gon, diving through. Fisio around the corner. He'll get it past one, but denied by another. LCT rises high. Big 50-50 upfield, and it bounded off the backboard. Ballery's clear to the side. Things are getting intense in the TripleJawa camp. Fisio will bring it in to the corner. Gon awaits, but he cannot find the touch. They've got to make those connections. It's Rafto Wang once more. Ball reach for the clear up the other end. And that's a big miss from Fisio. That will be the goal. LCT finds it, and Alke take the series 4-0.
A little slip up there. Good pressure upon by Balleries, but LCT to charge that deep. He was told to go that deep, and the confidence once again coming on out from Alke shows it'll be a 4-0 finish. But TripleJawa, boy, I've got to say they're getting close to the answer. They've still got to go away, do a bit of work, but considering what we saw from them yesterday, this is a team that is growing, and it just comes down to a new region in the RLCS coming through, and these teams still learning how